of the walls that I built start to fall, and out of the rubble she found me. I'm able to feel what is honest and real. There's life in this heart after all, holding me up, and I'm learning to shine with eyes that are finally open. The layers conceal what is fake and what's real. Oh, it's you that I find every time. The truth is I've never been a lucky man, but with you I'm turning around. Your sweet little whispers, they're building me up, and I'm drawn into your open arms. Those sweet little whispers, they make me believe there's room in a heart for me. Now I never knew I was looking to fall, but change came along and it found me into the unknown. Where you go, I follow. There is life in this heart after all. The truth is I've never been a lucky man. It seems my luck is turning around with your sweet little whispers that building me up, and I'm drawn into your open arms. Those sweet little whispers, they make me believe there's room in a heart for me. It's funny how life can deal you a hand, takes you off guard, and changes the plan. Your sweet little whispers are building me up, and I'm drawn into your open arms. Those sweet little whispers, they make me believe there was always room in a heart for me. Thank you all very much. Thank you. That's also on my new record. That's it. So we both recorded it.
Fantastic. Yeah.
What's up, other ginger?
Any guitar up there for me?
Hot crowd.
All right. Yeah. Well, thanks to Jason. Thanks to everyone on this stage, and thanks to you guys for this awesome little event we have on our hands. This is really a beautiful thing. It's been wonderful hearing everybody's songs. Yeah, and this is a tune I wrote kind of reflecting on those moments when you're 20, when you're forming really like potent bonds, really potent friendships. Perhaps it's in college, maybe it's not. In this case, it's in college. And yeah, I kind of took those moments for granted at the time, and I wrote this song kind of reflecting on, you know, what I would have given to know how valuable those moments would have proven to be in the long term, what I would have given to know in that moment. And so I wrote this song called Broken Horns.
How I've known a good friend in you, and I hope you've seen that in me. And I know we ain't spoken in a year or two, but I thought I'd just call to see how an old friend's been, how his family's doing it. Chase those dreams, that he'd ride the wind like the wildest pony these great states have seen. How did you chase those dreams? With a Marlboro light and a bad cheap beer, our manifesto rang. And what a shame these drunken fools won't hear the golden truths we sang. But if we knew back then what we know by now, maybe we'd shut our mouths and take the night by its broken horns and tear across the South. If we had shut our mouths, if we had shut our mouths, there's time for us yet, my old friend, but it's slipping by so fast. This ain't can't go home again, but I figured that I'd ask. Did you know what it means? Did you think it could last? Well, how if you get my messages? If you've got some time, give me a ring and we'll shoot the breeze and joke on things tonight. And if you're around come Christmas time, I'd love to grab a beer and take the night by its broken horns and tear across the years. So Al, let's grab a beer.
Hey, all right. My name is Steve Everett, and I grew up in High Point, North Carolina, the greater Greensboro area. This is definitely the biggest place I've ever played in Raleigh, so thanks, Jason. Played the Poorhouse a bunch of times, and thanks to the folks who came out to support me, and thanks to everybody that's here to support everybody, because that's kind of what makes the world go round. You know what I mean? I was born in South Georgia, in Albany, or Albany, if you're from there. Okay, usually one clap. And but I moved away when I was 3. I was a very ambitious toddler, and luckily my parents came with me. Otherwise, I'd have been kind of screwed. And we moved to North Carolina, and I was just like, "This is nice. There's not gnats everywhere, you know, and weather's a little more bearable. Oh, look, and it's not sandy soil. You know what I mean? It's that kind of stuff." And I was a pretty industrious 3-year-old, is what I'm saying. And anyway, but there was this lady that watched my brother and I when my parents would have like a date night back in Albany, Georgia. And her name was Myreese Riles. And she's no longer with us, but her legacy is kind of stamped on my family forever, because she would watch me and my brother, and if we had the radio on or the TV on, she would cut it off immediately when she came over. And if we were like, "Wah!" she would be like, "What's in the well comes up in the bucket. What's in the well comes up in the bucket." So she didn't want us to poison the well with any news at all about anything. Which now seems like we should have listened to it. Anyway, this is a song. It's from my most recent record, and the song's called "What's in the Well." Here we go. Love you, Mom and Dad. They're here tonight. Appreciate you hiring Myreese. Well, it's 86 in Albany, Friday night, that's 6:15. Mom and Dad's anniversary, and Myreese is at the door. Went to school for a couple days. Everybody asked why I ran away. I couldn't think of something cool to say, so I reached for the same old song. I said, "What's in the well comes up in the bucket. You can waste time, but it don't stop running. Seasons change, but it won't change nothing. What's in the well comes up in the bucket." Well, it's 96 in old NC. Friends are passing around the magazine, stuff my dad wouldn't let me see. So I up and took off. Went to school for a couple days. Everybody asked why I ran away. I couldn't think of something cool to say, so I reached for the same old song. I said, "What's in the well comes up in the bucket. You can waste time, but it don't stop running. Seasons change, but it won't change nothing. What's in the well comes up in the bucket." We haven't talked since I was 7, but I talked about her my whole life. I guess you're good enough, a lesson keeps itself alive. What's in the well comes up in the bucket. You can waste time, but it don't stop running. Seasons change, but it won't change nothing. What's in the well? What's in the well comes up in the bucket. You can waste time, but it don't stop running. Seasons change, but it won't change nothing. What's in the well comes up in the bucket. Comes up in the bucket. Thank you. Hot crowd.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome up. That's the kind of wisdom we need in the world.
Oh, don't encourage me this late in the game.
Well, I was thinking about your grandma.
Oh, well, there's just a lady who was a
Oh,
friend
that
of
wasn't
ours.
your grandma. It was just a lady who was a friend of yours. This
Yeah.
is why we need songwriters and music, so we can pass on the wisdom that we collect along the way. Bill, Eric with a K, Heather, George, thank you.
Eric with a
I
K.
was so inspired and hawk like a bird. That was a beautiful first set. This is just a really nice, beautiful evening to be part of. I tend to write songs trying to carry on the wisdom and the stories from my great-grandmother, and People say that I always write from experience, and it's the songs that I don't write from experience that scare me the most, because it means there's going to be an experience coming soon where I'm going to need the song to get me through. And I'm going to start with that one. I may look like a woman who's had it made all alone. We all have stories we don't tell. I was taught to stand up, proud and strong, and over time that fed my anger and my pride. The world will hunt you down and find you where you hide. I'm here to tell you it's okay to fall apart, to raise your fist up to the sky and ask the good Lord why. When you think your spirit's broken, let your heart crack open, and love will be there on the other side. I have never walked a mile in someone else's shoes. No one can walk a mile in mine. The path that I have taken, it may not be the one you choose. We all have our mountains to climb, and bigger battles than each other to fight. I'm here to tell you it's okay to fall apart, to raise your fist up to the sky and ask the good Lord why. When you think your spirit's broken, let your heart crack open, love will be there on the other side. Sometimes I need a friend to hold, 'cause I don't know how far this road goes. I'm here to tell you it's okay to fall apart, to raise your fist up to the sky and ask the good Lord why. When you think your spirit's broken, let your heart crack open, love will be there on the other side. Love will be there on the other side.
All right. What a great first set on the second round. That's a great song. All right, this next song is also off my new record. I wrote this with the producer who co-produced this new record. His name's William. Yes. We kind of just sat down and he already had the first line of this song. It's not really about anybody or anything, but we sometimes just write a song about nothing, and it turns into something that a lot of people have reached out and said they really enjoy this song and it means something to them. And I don't like to tell many people that it wasn't really about anybody or anything. But he started off with this line, like a heart that starts to skip a beat or a crowd that gets up on their feet. I said, I like that. And this is what we came up with after that. It's called All I Need. Like a heart that starts to skip a beat, like a crowd that gets up on their feet. like a child that stares in wonder. I wonder if you feel like me. Ooh. Like a heavy rain that won't let up. I don't want it to ever stop. You're everything, I hope you know. I don't plan on letting go. If I'm all you need, take your time with me. If I'm all you need, take me when you leave. You're all I need. You're all I need. Like a dream you can't quite understand, or a shadow who I think I am. You're staring I'm under. I wonder if you feel like me. If I'm all you need, take your time with me. If I'm all you need, take me when you leave. If I'm all you need, have faith in me. 'Cause it's been hard, you see, till you shine your light on me. You're all I need. You're all I need. You're all I need. You're all I need. All you need, take your time with me. If I'm all you need, take me when you leave. If I'm all you need, have some faith in me. 'Cause it's been hard, you see, till you shine your light on me. And now you're all I need. You're all I need. You're all I need. You're all I need. Thank you.
Good falsetto, man. That's awesome. Yeah, Jason mentioned that he had encountered my music. I guess had you gotten a disc or a file, like something to that effect?
Yeah, file.
Yeah, and I think we determined that the song that he had at least first heard was this song that I'm about to play. This is a tune called Carolina Moon, and I don't have popular songs, but this is marginally more popular than the others, I guess you could say. And yeah, thank you guys. I didn't want to tell you that I loved you. I didn't want to say a goddamn thing. I would have left you all alone. You'd go back on home. I tried to forget the joy you bring. But I just had to tell you that I loved you. On the theme of playing my own hand, I meant every word I said, in my kitchen, in my bed. For your sake, I'll try to understand. If we had time for this, But if you ever like to see me, you think it might be easy, come dance under Carolina. Honey, it's just so damn good to see you. Then if you're only on the screen, what's it like in Arizona? Happy birthday, are you gonna go out dancing in the cowboy scene? Looks like empty chairs and empty tables Wednesday night at the Mutiny. But underneath the red light glow, I let my memories play the show, with you laughing at my jokes and holding me. If we had time for this, we'd know by now. If there is time, it isn't soon. But if you're ever in the mountains, you're tired days you're counting, come dance under Carolina moon. Anyway, let's try not to be strangers, but for now it's probably for the best. And in the time we are in speaking, I hope you find all that you're seeking. Where I'll be is anybody's guess. When we had time for us, I could not see how things might never be as they were in June. But if you'd ever like to see me, you think it might be easy, come dance under the Carolina moon. If you're ever done with London, call my name, I'll come running, and I'll take you to Carolina moon.
That was great. Yeah. Sometimes I live in Nashville, and I've been out there since like 2010, 2011, something like that. And Nashville, Tennessee. I realize where I am now, not Asheville. But yeah, so like since I got out there, I've been co-writing and writing with people who have written hit songs, and figuring out that that doesn't mean anything. You can still write a really crappy song with somebody who's written a hit song and all that stuff. But the pandemic hit, and I had these dormers upstairs at the house that I was renting with some friends, and I was in this house a lot, and I started just kind of paying attention to the stuff in my house that I never paid attention to. And these dormers, which is my favorite word to say with a Boston accent, dormers. These dormers. Anyway, they were. I made this little stand-up desk, and I would look out the window at the end of this dormer, and I would just kind of survey the land. And I had a lot of time, and I started just absolutely freaking out, and I started going to therapy, and that saved my life probably. That was awesome. Can't recommend it highly enough. Go to therapy. And I wrote in magic marker on the wall in the dormer, I wrote, "You're gonna be okay," period. Not question mark, not exclamation point, just, "You're gonna be okay," And I took a lot of solace in that one sentence written on my wall. And I didn't care about my security deposit, Dad. No, I did not. They bulldozed the house after we moved out. I like to think they broke the mold. Anyway, this is a song called Daylight. This is the first song I wrote after I wrote "You're Gonna Be Okay" on the wall. And I grabbed my guitar immediately. And I was like, I am gonna be okay. Because even the best of us, you know, even the best of us lie awake some nights, and that's kind of what I started with, and this is that song. Poor people doing poor people things, bottom shelf shopping at the grocery. Rich people doing the same damn thing. We all wanna buy one and get one free. I can recall from 0 to 3, I'm told I was loved by my family. Most times it doesn't matter much to me. Some nights it's the only light that I can see. 'Cause even the best of us lie awake some nights, thinking of all the wrong we wrestled out of right. All of the wins we took as losses at the time, yeah. Digging old graves up while we wait for daylight. Sad people doing sad people things, shaking off tears when the telephone rings. Never asking for the help we need. We just want the pills, not the surgery. But there's happy folks waiting in the parking lot, seeing if the friend's okay or not. Bag full of wine and CBD, 'cause we all know misery and company, yeah. 'Cause even the best of us lie awake some nights, thinking of all the wrong we wrestled out of right. All of the wins we took as losses at the time, yeah. Digging old graves up while we wait for daylight. What's the use in worrying when it doesn't change a thing? Good or bad, it's never what we're scared that it will be. 'Cause even the best of us lie awake some nights, thinking of all the wrong we wrestled out of right. All of the wins we took as losses at the time, yeah. Digging old graves up while we wait for daylight. Digging old graves up while we wait for daylight. Thank you.
I kind of hate to bulldoze the house down because I can just imagine somebody moving in and needing to see that too.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It would have been cool. In some dimension it happened.
Yeah.
God, can you imagine if we couldn't share these songs? It would be so lonely.
It feels easy to imagine.
It does, because they locked us up.
Yeah, it's
They
hard
locked
and
us
hard.
all away and tried to take them away and tried to see how lonely we could bear. And the song that I'm going to play is on my last album. And I was reading about indigenous languages and how often the rate at which we lose them. And we have all these campaigns to save polar bears and endangered species, and that's wonderful. And yet we don't talk about the languages of Native people and how that's a much faster rate that we're losing them, and those are the same languages that are actually connected to the land. And if we spoke the language of the land, we might not have to have these other campaigns. But as a songwriter, I thought, what would it be like if I was the very last person to speak my language? and I couldn't share my songs and my stories. I am the last woman of my tongue. There's no one left where I come from. I can navigate the seas, the stars and waters speak to me. And the gods who roam them run, run, run. They're on the run, 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 run. There's a halo around the moon. I know the rain is coming soon. There's gonna be a flood. Mother Earth looks to the sky. I hear her whisper, friend, goodbye. Let the water run. Let it run, 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 run. Let it run, 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 run. Let it run, 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 run. And I call out to the ones who came before. Tell me, what can I do? And they said, daughter, our stories can't help you anymore. No one can hear you. We've lost the language of the land, and there's no woman, child, or man who knows where they come from. We are running out of time to save this planet, humankind. Oh, where will you run? Where will you run, 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 run? When there's nowhere to run, run, run. You better run, run, run. Run, run.
This next song, that was beautiful, by the way. Yes. All those songs, all these songs. Round of applause to all these songwriters, everybody. This is just a great night of music. This next song, I have no shame in my game. I'm going to read it off my phone. 2 reasons. It's about my mom and dad, and my mom passed about 4 years ago. And so sometimes it's hard to sing. But I also don't play it often enough to where I memorize every single lyric. So this next song, it was about a year after my mom passed. And she passed at this hospice here in Raleigh that was just an amazing place. Transitions. And, and my dad and I we purchased these bricks with our names on it, my mom's name and stuff. And we were walking around the grounds of Transitions Hospice. And my dad, first of all, my last name's Adamo. My dad's a very, very Italian, very old school, not really great at expressing his emotions. And the most I got out of him so far is one time we were walking, like that day we were walking around, we had our arms around each other, and he said, you know, I wish I would have treated her better while she was still here. And of course, immediately went, whew. And I went home and I started writing this, and it took me a while to write it. But this is called Kissed by an Angel. This is a song about regret. You know, it could be universal, but This one's a lot about my dad. Not known to many, a hero to a few, looked up to and down upon, but good through and through. Raised right, they say, in that old-fashioned way, but his word is as good as all the gold in the bank. Kept to himself most all of his life, deserving of riches and a beautiful wife. Yeah, 1 out of 2 ain't bad as they say. Lucky in love beats rich any day. Broken and beaten, but still full of love, patiently awaiting that call from above. In an hour, a minute, in a second he waits, he'll be kissed by an angel in his moment of faith. Still sometimes he ponders what might could have been, in a world with more freedom to follow his dream. And when asked if there's anything at all that he changed, he nods his head yes and says just this one thing: I would have treated her better, I would have lightened her load, I would have bought her more flowers, never left her alone, listened more, and argue less. Took her out shopping for that one special dress. Yeah, the more that I miss her, the more I regret. Still, I've got those good times I'll never forget. And the children she gave me that carry my name, ensure that the light of a love will remain. Broken and beaten, but still full of love, patiently waiting that call from above. In an hour, a minute, in a second he waits, he'll be kissed by an angel in his moment of faith. He clutches her picture right up to his chest. With a tear in his eye, he looks up and he says, she was my perfect angel, the most beautiful soul, and I'm still the luckiest man that I'll ever know. Broken and beaten, but still full of love, patiently waiting that call from above. In an hour, a minute, in a second wait, he'll be kissed by an angel in his moment of faith. Broken and beaten, but still full of love, patiently awaiting that call from above. In an hour, a minute, in a second wait, he'll be kissed by his angel in his moment of faith. Thank you. Thanks a lot, guys.
That's really special. Kind of failed to remark on my songs thus far, but I'll remark a little bit on this one. A lot of songwriters will kind of tell you, I mean, there's so many different schools of thought, and there's not any one cohesive, like there's no one way to do it. Everyone comes at it differently with different sort of idiosyncrasies and stuff like that. And but a lot of people will tell you for kind of output purposes that you shouldn't like fixate on a song that you know is like a quarter finished idea that's 5 years old. And I'm really happy that I did ultimately finish this one. This one took me about 5 years to finish writing, not because I was working at it every day, but because it took probably about 5 years of just thinking about the narrative to kind of know where I was going with it. So this is a tune called Chrysalis. And if you're curious, yeah, thanks Maurice, yeah. And if you're curious to hear any of the songs that I'm playing today, you can find my music at Holler Choir on Spotify, wherever you guys, or whatever you guys listen on, whatever streaming service you use. Darling, I've worn this ghost for quite some time, and its arms wrap around my shoulders like a love that I knew. I've known its face too well, it knows mine, but I've not looked it in the eye for you too. I know that it's smiling, 'cause that's all it can do. Is this some reconciling that I was to you? Darling, by now I know that we won't be. Sometimes my heart just wanders back into your hand. Something about this place just makes me weak, robs me of some progress in being there. Now my eyes just point forward, my feet carry on. I won't ride anymore some sad broken song. My chrysalis will turn on in the light, Emily, won't you come and hold these bones? No one here will make you stay the night. I'll be damned if I'm better off alone, and I don't want to be alone. Darling, how quick 5 years have passed us by, and I've watched you from a distance, smile bright in the sun. I'm sure by now you've found some real great guy that loves you and adores you, thinks you are the one. But if you ever feel smothered, your heart goes astray, come get under my covers, let the night
I'll be damned if I'm better off alone. Baby, in your driveway, I was somewhat self-concerned, thinking things about me probably was a bit unearned. Either way, you might could say the lesson has been learned. Our chrysalis will turn on in the light. Emily, won't you come and hold these bones? No one here will make you stay the night. I'll be damned if I'm better off alone. I don't want to be alone.
Oh yeah. Okay, I like to do songwriter rounds where you kind of like let the song before you inform what you're gonna do. And I get cast in a lot of songwriter rounds in Nashville because I have so many up-tempo songs. And so I'm not gonna fight that. I'm gonna do that for you guys. This is a song called Elemental P, and it's about the longest letter in the alphabet. You know, when you're a kid, they teach you the alphabet, and it's like A, and you're like, A, got it. You know, and then you go all the way down the alphabet like that, and they're like Elemental P, and you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. That's a lot at once. Anyway, I was in elementary school, and my girlfriend's here tonight. Cover your ears, baby. There was a kid that moved to our school. Her name was Catherine Hawthorne, and it was 4th grade, and she was from somewhere else, so she didn't know that I was a loser, and I knew that I had to strike while the iron was hot. You know what I mean? I didn't have much time, and so the first day of school, I was like, who is this? And then I invited her over to jump on her 14-foot trampoline, which is like shooting fish in a barrel. It's okay. And I was in 4th grade too, so it's not creepy. All right. We're loosening up as a team. And anyway, Catherine moved to town, and the first day of school, she came over, jumped on the trampoline, and I was like, we're gonna get married. And then the next day at lunch, she was like, how come you're not sitting at the cool kid table? Oh, I've answered my own question. And but I got the next best thing. I got to watch her date all my friends, and you know. But she's wonderful. She chose wisely. She's married to a wonderful, handsome doctor guy who treats her great and seems to be a great father. So what an idiot. Anyway, here we go. This is a song called Elemental P. Slap bracelets and LLB, couples cane at the roller rink. From Full House to Dawson's Creek, it's been me and you since '93. Failing math but passing notes, checking boxes, yes or no. From Jam Sport to Jinko jeans, you were puka shells and Abercrombie. Hey, I can give you what you want, know exactly what you need. Girl, I've known you since Miss Davidson's taught her salary. Used to chase you on the playground, patches on my knees. Oh, I've been loving you, singing Elemental P. La da 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 da. 8th grade when Brian C. douchebag stole you right away from me. I tried my best to leave you be, but he broke your heart and you called me. High school came and high school went, left for college, still just friends. Freshman year with you again, a fresh start with the same old end. Hey, I can give you what you want, know exactly what you need. Girl, I've known you since Miss Davidson taught us how to read. Used to chase you on the playground, patches on my knees. Oh, I've been loving you since LMNOP. La da 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 la da 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 da, yeah. It's been a couple years or 3, and I was starting to think that you forgot about me. But then the phone rings. I can give you what you want, know exactly what you need. Girl, I've known you since Miss Davidson taught us how to read. Used to chase you on the playground, patches on my knees. Oh, I've been loving you since LMNOP. I've been loving you since LMNOP. La da 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 la da 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 da. Thank you very much.
I would totally have sat next to you at lunch. Did you drive a truck in high school?
No, I drove a '67 Mustang that barely ran.
Oh, that's cool.
It's cool till it didn't run.
You know. I don't know how to follow that. You're right. It's fun when you can like jump off the next song, but I got nothing. I got no X, Y's, or Z's.
You know what I mean? Letter songs? Like a counting song, maybe?
I'll work on that. We should do the co-write.
The solar system?
Jason, this is so much fun. Thank you for sitting next to me. Jason and I are going to be playing. I'm doing a songwriter round hosting in Greensboro on the 12th. And Jason is going to join me with another friend of mine, Daniel Niehoff. So if you've got friends in Greensboro and you want to come on. We'll be at the Flatiron. I'm going to play a song that I wrote one day when I wanted to remind myself that, remember REM's song, Everybody Hurts? And it's like the best song because it reminds you everybody hurts, but it's also so sad that you kind of want to slit your wrists before it ends. I wanted to write that song without the slit your wrist at the end feeling. And this is what I wrote. Oh good, I'm so glad I'm playing this one. Outside my window, it's a beautiful day. I ought to go out for a while, calling a friend or lean on a stranger. I could sure use a smile. Oh, on this beautiful day, beautiful day outside. Mama called this morning, but I didn't answer. I didn't have the heart to say that I've been feeling kind of lonely. Sometimes I get blue, and mamas try to make it all okay, 'cause they want every day to be a beautiful day. Beautiful day outside. Do you ever get lonely and wonder how much farther you can go? And do you think that you're the only one who knows? Friend, I know I've seen the darkness and I've got shadows inside, but I hold on for the light. And I have never known a sorrow that didn't make me stronger. There's never been a day that the sun don't rise to bring a beautiful day. Beautiful day outside. nearly the dark. Even the longest nights are just a start. Oh, beautiful day, beautiful day, oh, beautiful day outside.
You guys still with us? You guys having a good time? Thank you guys so much. We got one more round. One song each. Another round for Abigail Dowd. Abigail Dowd will be there. Steve Everett over here. Clint Roberts. The first round we had Eric Hawks, Heather Serrano, George Hodge. Yeah, keep it going for those guys. And Bill West. If you guys like what you heard tonight, I'm doing another North Carolina Songwriters in the Round at the Cary Theater on February 3rd. So come on out. So thank you guys again for sharing your Saturday night with us. It means a lot to us. So and thank you to the Rialto, this historic theater, for having live music again. So I moved to Nashville in 2013, and that was a few months before my friend Brett Young moved there from Los Angeles. I met Brett in LA a couple years earlier, and whenever you move to a new town, a new city, if you know anybody there, you're going to reach out to them and say, hey, let's get together and hang out. And that's what Brett did when he moved to Nashville. Brett was pretty close to already getting a record deal at the time, so he had a lot of connections. He was invited to a lot of #1 parties in Nashville, and every other week he was texting me saying, hey, do you want to go to this #1 party for so-and-so? I went to a couple with him. I couldn't make all of them, but one night we went to a #1 party for an artist named David Nail. He had a song in 2014 called Whatever She's Got. And two of the writers, David did not write the song, two of the writers were there. One including John Knight, who now has like 22 #1 hits, but at the time it was like his 5th or 6th. Anyway, he got up there after David played the song, and he gave a quick speech, very short but heartfelt speech. And he told the story about how he moved to Nashville and maybe 16 years earlier. And he moved there from Oklahoma, and he and his wife and his newborn baby at the time. And they were pretty poor to start off, and he was trying to make ends meet by playing down on Broadway and whatnot. And he kept wanting to go back to Oklahoma and say, hey, this has been fun, but let's give it up. Let's go back to Oklahoma. And his wife kept telling him, we can be poor as long as we need to be poor, but I believe in you, and you're going to be a hit songwriter one day. And his wife and his daughter were in the audience, and he pointed to his wife and he said, that's my beautiful believer right over there. And Brett and I looked at each other and like, that's a hell of a song right there. So let's write that guy's story. And shortly thereafter, Brett got a record deal. He ended up putting our little song on, which turned out to be a very big record. So I think Brett, and we wrote it with Annie Wilgen as well, can't leave her out. He texted me and he said, hey, it's going on the record. And I said, oh, great, that's my first cut. It's amazing. So this song, I was very excited. And this song is on the record. It's called Beautiful Believer. I hope you like it. Rode into town at only 18. My girl beside me and our baby in a car seat. Everybody called me crazy. That was fine as long as I knew she believed. Not a nickel to our name. A cheap motel east side of town, just south of Maine. Playing songs I wrote for change, praying one day I'd be headline in the state. She gives me strength when mine's all gone. She always keeps me hanging on. When I feel that I've lost my way, she leads me home. She don't know how much I need her. A beautiful believer. I just got the news today. You know that song I wrote for you has made its way. Even though so much has changed, the one thing that I always say the same. She gives me strength when mine's all gone. She always keeps me hanging on. And when I feel that I've lost my way, she leaves me alone. She don't know how much I need her. A beautiful believer. Beautiful believer. Every time I doubt myself, before I even ask for help, she's right there next to me. Beautiful believer. Every night I close my eyes, knowing that she's by my side. It's all I really need. She gives me strength when mine's all gone, and always keeps me hanging on. When I feel that I've lost my way, she leaves me alone. She leaves me alone. She gives me strength when mine's all gone. Oh, keeps me hanging on. And when I feel I lost my way, she leads me home. She don't know how much I need her. A beautiful believer. She don't know how much I need her. My beautiful believer.
There you go. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
Fantastic. So this is, I guess, everybody's last song. I wrote this. Had the good fortune of getting to put this out as a single a few weeks ago. This is a tune called "Hard Pill," and it's sort of a thinly veiled metaphor for sort of the numbness that I feel like a lot of us went through during the peak, you could say the worst days of COVID, where we kind of resigned ourselves from getting our hopes up or having any sort of expectations about a positive outcome in the near future. And I wrote this just kind of thinking, meditating on that. This is a tune called "Hard Pill." Lover, all into the middle, press your back into my chest, have a midnight rest, so sleep from hell and morning shift, I guess. On your porch I'll have a spirit, neatly broken outdoor chair, some pearls of wisdom from my friends I call twice a year. She came down like a 9-pound emerald, baby, right onto our hands. The New Year's pride to keep up with the trend. I will spare us both cheap pie that a promise often ends. I can't be coming off hard pill again. Thank you. If you would do me a kindness, I will do one in return.
return. Honey, I won't edify you. Please don't speak of her. I will let go of your fingers just as soon as they entwine. 'Cause you can't come without a bear. I can't bear what's mine. But you came down like a 9-pound ember, baby, right onto our heads. But you start to think we're better off as friends. And the numbness follows me out on my walk back to the car. And I'm coming off a hard pill again. Again. Lovers, strangers, maybe I will see you round the bend. If I were stronger, I would find relief knowing that you've made your peace with me. I don't think I'm ever gonna change. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna change. Lover, roll into the middle. Press your back into my chest.
That was awesome. I really enjoyed this. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you to the Rialto. Thank you to my friend Victoria, who's here tonight, who I worked with in high school in Burlington, North Carolina in 2000. That was a neat reunion, you know? This has been a lot of fun. I love you. This is a song I wrote on New Year's Day a few years back. And you can imagine how a young man feels on New Year's Day. Sometimes you have a couple drinks and you get liquid courage, and that is nice. And that is probably where you should stop. But if you keep going past that point, and if you go deeply beyond that point, you wind up with liquid regret. And this is a song from my third record. Like I said, my name is Steve Everett. If you want to find more of my stuff, I'm available. I've made myself available online to you. Okay? So just look for me there. And yeah, a song called Liquid Regret. Thank you, y'all. You've been a wonderful audience, and these other songwriters have been wonderful as well. Thank you guys very much. I have been sweating like a dog all day. My head is pounding and my muscles all ache. I must have gone too hard at my neighborhood bar. That's what these texts from random numbers all say. Oh, I found my keys in my refrigerator, and there's a half-eaten pizza on my floor. Oh, no. I must have gone too hard at my neighborhood bar. At least that's the picture that my camera roll paints. Come on, next time you see me, shoot tequila up to 2 a.m. and dancing up on some tables with some bachelors. about to cash it in for liquid regret. Oh, 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 yeah, for liquid regret. Oh, 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 they say if beer comes before liquor, you won't remember being sicker. But if you have a number one, by the time that it's gone, the other goes down even quicker. The next time you see me shoot tequila up to 2 a.m. and dancing up on some tables with some bachelorettes, it means my liquid courage is spent, and I'm about to cash it in for liquid regret. Oh, 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 yeah, for liquid regret. Oh, oh, oh. Stop me if you see me on my phone, please, 'cause there's only one way that'll go. To text it when I say I need Patron. Baby, I love you. I'm sorry, the song is just made up. 'Cause I hate to drink alone. Next time you see me shoot tequila up to 2 a.m. and dancing up on some tables with some bachelorettes, it means my liquid courage is spent, and I'm about to cash it in for liquid regret. Oh, 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 for liquid regret. Oh, 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 for liquid regret. Thank you. I love you.
I feel like the luckiest woman in here that I got to sit on this stage with you fine gentlemen. Thank you. Truly. Wow, thank you guys for coming and spending a Saturday evening at the Rialto with us, and Jason for having me. How is it December? I'm not really sure how it's already December, and I don't know why it's 60 degrees and muggy out there. But one of my favorite things about this time of year is that we, except on a night like this, get to build fires. And so I'm gonna finish us with a song that I wrote around a sacred fire that I went to a few years ago. And this time of year always reminds me of my dad, who passed away when I was 12, which somehow is 30 years ago this December. And I talked to him a lot, and he's always come to me as an owl. And so every year on my birthday, I would always see an owl. And I went years without seeing one, but I was going through a really hard time several years ago, and I said, you know, Dad, I need you to talk back to me. I need to know that this is going to be okay. And I looked up, and there was a postcard on the wall with this beautiful woman's face, this Native American woman. And it said, Voices of Sacred Wisdom, and I took it down. And when I read the date of this event for this sacred fire, it was the only date for months that I didn't have a show on the calendar. So I said, okay, I'm going to take this as my sign. And I got there, and this woman, this Lakota elder, same profile that I had seen, stepped in front of the fire with her tobacco in hand, and the first words she said were, I am my father's daughter. And she proceeded to talk for 2 hours about her dad and how he would visit her as a bear. And throughout the whole thing, she would talk about Grandmother Moon and Grandfather Sun. And at the end, she said, you know, our ancestors are always with us, and those that we have lost are on the other side, and they're stronger for us on the other side. My dad didn't always show up the way I needed him to, but
He does now, and he's stronger. And this time of year can sometimes be so hard. And every time I play a room, it's always packed because I know each of you walked in here with your ancestors. And so I'm going to send you home with this because these holidays can be tough sometimes. And I know we miss a lot of people. And they're with us and they're stronger. And if we can't remember that, we can always find the moon or the fire or the sun or take our shoes off and walk in the grass.
Say a prayer to Grandmother Moon, shine a light on me. You wax and wane just the same, teach me how to be a woman who walks the land. With strength and wisdom I will stand. Grandmother Moon, I pray to thee. Mother Earth walks by my side, I never feel alone. Her mountains, valleys, rivers, streams are the places I call home. She gives me everything I need, for every pain a remedy. The ground below and the air I breathe, Mother Earth takes care of me. Grandfather, son, please do not hide away for long. We pray for rain to fill the wide river, but when the storms pass on, paint a rainbow in the sky, part the clouds that block your light. Grandfather, son, please do not hide. And I will carry the light so I can find my way. And when at night I lay my head to Creator I give thanks. Oh, Creator, I give thanks. Oh, Creator, I give thanks. Thank you.
Thank you guys again so much for coming out tonight. Really appreciate it. Thank you to JP running us down. Round of applause for JP running us down. I believe everybody does have some merch over there if you guys are interested. And come say hello at the merch table. You guys have a great night. We'll see you again soon. Thank you.